So if you can't wait till this year's Flipkart BBD or Amazon Great Indian Festival sales to get your next camera or content creation phone, then the Flipkart SASA sale or Amazon's Great Summer Sale deals might be for you. Be your budget be around 30,000 rupees or 35,000 rupees or even up to 40,000 rupees. Starting off with the best camera or content creation phones around 30,000 rupees. At number 1, I've kept the Moto S60 Pro. Now yes, it's a bit early as it is still in pre-orders and not necessarily a sale product, but yes, for 30,000 rupees, Motorola has done serious job on this one. Like for cameras, you get a 50 megapixel main with OIS, 50 megapixel ultra wide angle camera that can also act as a macro lens, 10 megapixel 3x telephoto lens with OIS and a 50 megapixel front camera, and all of them can record up to 4K 30 fps, which is the minimum for a good content creation device. And so far the cameras looks great, but it is always better to check some reviews by your own. And also for content creation you need a powerful phone, and this one has sorted that out also with the Dimensity 8350 Pro processor, which is almost 2 times better than last year's Snapdragon 7 Gen 3 on the S50 Pro, with 8GB LPDDR5X RAM this year and 256GB UFS 4.0 storage as the base variant. Plus you get good software experience with a solid build quality and a great battery life. So for 30,000 rupees on Flipkart sale, I can recommend this as of now as a good camera or a good content creation phone. Another good option is there if you can compromise a little on the build quality and the software experience. That's the iQOO Neo 10R for the 12 to 56GB one, which is retailing at around 31,000 rupees on Amazon sale as of now. And for the price, obviously it's a powerful phone with 12GB LPDDR5X RAM and 256GB of UFS 4 storage, and especially the Snapdragon 8s Gen 3 processor. So for content creation like editing etc, you will get all the power you will probably need. Also the main 50 megapixel camera with OIS and the 32 megapixel front camera can perform decent with some good video recording support at 4K 30 fps max, which is very important for good camera phone or content creation phones. So overall, if you need a little more powerful phone than the Motorola H60 Pro but can compromise on build quality and the software quality, then this one is also a solid option at this rate. Okay, let's see what we get on 35,000 rupees. Number 1, we will begin with the tried and tested at this point the Samsung S24 FE at 35,000 rupees on Flipkart sale for its 8 to 128GB variant. It is the most premium and solid built phone at this price with a solid software experience and a decent battery life for moderate users. But it has got an Exynos 2400D processor, which is again might not be for gaming, but for editing it will get the job done very easily. With 8GB of LPDDR5X RAM and 128GB of UFS 3.1 storage. One thing I would like to mention is that if you are buying a phone for long-term use case scenarios or for content creation purpose, always get at least a 256GB variant if your budget allows. Anyways, it has got basically the best cameras under 35,000 rupees with a 50 megapixel main with OIS, 12 megapixel ultra wide angle camera, 8 megapixel 3x telephoto with OIS and a 10 megapixel front camera. Don't go with the megapixels here, watch any comparison videos and you will get to know why I'm talking so much about Samsung pricing, especially in the videography department, which is more important for content creation, and it is probably the only phone at this price as of now to record till 8K 30 fps or up to 4K 60 fps on both the main and the front camera. So if you care more about camera quality or a good phone for creating content over gaming, then this one's the right one for you. At number 2, I've kept the Realme GT6, which is now available at just 35,000 rupees on Flipkart sale for its 12GB LPDDR5X RAM and 512GB of UFS 4.0 storage, which is a crazy good value with a Snapdragon 8s Gen 3 processor. And compared to the previously mentioned iQOO Neo 10R with the same processor, if you can then extend your budget to get this one, as this one is better especially for cameras. It has got a 50 megapixel main with OIS, 50 megapixel 2x telephoto, 8 megapixel ultra wide angle camera, which is probably the main downside of this one, but with a 32 megapixel front camera, and both can record up to 4K 30 fps, the main and the front. The only reason I'm recommending this over the iQOO Neo 10R, apart from having so much more storage, is that the video recording quality is better as per me on the Realme GT6, and also the build quality to a certain level is better. Around 40,000 rupees there isn't much of a deal going on right now, but still there are two phones to be recommended. At number 1, we have the Xiaomi 14 CV selling at around 37,000 rupees for its 8 to 56GB option, which again I don't think it's a deal price, it's the normal price with UFS 4.0 storage and a Snapdragon 8s Gen 3. And the main reason I'm recommending this one over the Realme GT6, even though these both might seem to be the exact same thing, is for the fact that Xiaomi 14 CV has better camera package with a 15 megapixel main with OIS, 50 megapixel 2x telephoto, 12 megapixel ultra wide angle camera and a 32 megapixel wide plus another 32 megapixel ultra wide angle camera for the front. So 2 front cameras. And also in video recording it's a good option where all of these can record up to 4K 30 fps, even the ultra wide angle camera. And also it is a sort of a compact phone which will help you record vlogs for a really long time without much problem on your hands. But if you don't care about an ultra wide angle front camera or no 4K from the ultra wide angle rear camera, then the Realme GT6 is a much better option than these two as of now, or just get the 256GB version of the S24 FE. Much better camera phone than these two. Rest it is up to you. Or you can also have the Pixel 8a around 38,000 rupees, but again for the 8 128GB variant with UFS 3.1 storage and the Tensor G3 processor, the Tensor G3 chipset, which performs very similar to the Snapdragon 7 Gen 3, a little better, but the software optimization is done really good to not make you feel that absence of a stronger processor. But I will only recommend Pixel phones to people who are from really good area or they work in such areas where they can find easily good networks, else you might have to face some serious heating, battery drain and obviously network issues. I mean, even with a good network it might heat or drain battery while editing or using cameras. But the camera output is really good and the processor is capable enough for decent video editing performance, but yes, battery life is the weakest amongst all of the devices I just mentioned. I would personally either go with the Moto H60 Pro, else the Samsung S24 FE, especially the 256GB version, as I think these are the most balanced content creation plus camera phones at their individual prices. So what do you guys think? Let me know and watch these other videos too. And as always, till the next one, this was Ridib. See you guys.